Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shaolin Magi, and this is episode 9 of my Fresh Start playthrough. Not much of a recap, just kind of grinded away a little bit on some of the quests that was going on. A lot of fun, though, on the last episode, basically picking a fight with the Sentinels and taking it up into the sky and basically getting through all 5 waves of Sentinels to where we got to their freighter and basically defeated that and got, let me see. Yeah, I got the carrier AI fragment, which is basically a guaranteed Sentinel ship. However, I don't know if I'll be able to get that today on this episode because I have absolutely no weapons on my multi-tool. Could definitely go to the anomaly probably at the end of this episode and grab like a pulse splitter and maybe the paralysis mortar. And then at that point, I could definitely get started on getting the ship because in order to get the Sentinel ship, you have to, I can't remember the name of they're like these big machine walkers. They don't really do any damage to you, but they're guarded by a lot of Sentinels, and you got to basically kill them to get the inverted mirror that would be needed to pretty much change, like, I don't know, the interface of the Sentinel ship to where it can be, driven by something other than AI. But anyway, so I kind of forgot what was going on here, but apparently, yeah, when we did the distress beacon, it brought us to this ship, but we're not going to claim it because the ship's owner is here, so I guess we'll help him repair the ship. So I'm going to transfer a couple things from my exosuit to my ship. Just open up a little room and get some room here. Gonna have to head back to the base just to kind of put some of this stuff away, really. Okay. I want to keep this in the... I want to put the pyrite in the ship, actually, because that's where it's pretty much used. And... Alright, let's see what's up with this, this Corvex guy here. Traveler ship, presumably the pilot of the nearby starship observes their vessel from a weary distance. They awkwardly, apparently conflicted between desire to approach the ship and fear for their safety, offer to investigate. Okay. Investigate damaged starship. Big old hauler here. Okay. What's going on? I can't. Okay. The ship's hull appears intact, but it is evident that something is very wrong. The vessel roused ominously, and an unhealthy clicking sound echoes around the launch thrusters. Let's repair this. Locate some source of the clicking, and gingerly reach in to repair the hatch. 10 volatile component. I am momentarily blinded by discharge of light and heat. Pain flashes through my body, excruciating for a moment, then abruptly gone. The explosion does not seem to have done any permanent damage, and the ship is now repaired. Okay. Cool. Let's see if he'll hook us up with something. Seems thankful to me alive. The blast merely singe me would no doubt have proven fatal to their electronic shell. They thank me for repairing damage to my suit before setting off. All right. Cool. And what is... okay, I'm getting a... did I get that? Gotta shoot it. Okay. I don't even remember what planet I'm on. I've seen curious deposits, so I'm guessing it's... oh. Okay. I'm going to go over there and hit them deposits. Then I'm going back to the base to offload some of this stuff into storage. And while that's being done, I'll go ahead and throw the runaway mold into the refiner. And then I think at that point, maybe hit the anomaly. And also, while here, I think, like before, basically do a bunch of salvage data hunting, basically, buried technology. Uh-oh. Man, come on, leave me alone. Make myself a little makeshift hiding spot. Back at it. I saw a whole bunch of these freaking mold here. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Locate data acquired from abandoned vessel. Reach the marked coordinates. Nothing. What's this for? Traveling. Yes, I think I'm going to go back to the base and go ahead and offload some stuff and throw all this mold into the refiner. There we go. So I think my next playthrough, which I guess would be 10, is going to be one of two things. It's either going to be me going and grabbing a Sentinel ship, which would be pretty cool, or I might be making a actual mining base. I haven't decided yet. It'll be probably one of those two things. So right now, my mindset is working towards either one of those. So both of those scenarios would require me to go to the anomaly and get some weapon upgrades. And as far as the mining, it requires me to pretty much maybe get some more salvage data, buried technology, so that way I can maybe get a couple more materials used for building. I could build very, crude square buildings, but usually for my mining bases, I kind of have a blueprint to follow. So I'd like to get a couple pieces that would allow me to do that. Okay. Man, I got 2 save beacons down here. I don't know. I don't remember. I have these planets like littered with save beacons. If they're not colored, I have no idea what they're for. Okay. Home sweet home. Good old Gamma Beach. Alright. Got anything for me? Nope. That's okay. Alright. Wow. Let's see. I think I'll put the slime in here. This slime, because that'll turn into the darker slime, and then... Okay. Get my starship cleared out too, pretty much. Alright, rusted metal. I don't need that at the moment. Another refiner. I guess I'll keep that with me and leave this one here. That can go in there. I'm going to use the starship fuel. So that'll be an inventory space cleaned out. Chromatic metal, we'll throw that in there. So, throw that in there. Okay, salvage data. So now let me see what's in the starship. Add an inventory. Carbon nanotubes, battery, gold nugget, phosphorus, tritium. Excuse me. Okay, this will be good to sell here, definitely. So I'm going to put this in my exosuit. This is going to be the future engine of my custom-made fighter starship. So throw that in the storage, definitely. We'll put that in gold, tritium. I'm going to keep in the starch or tritium cluster. AI fragment. I'm not going to need that right now, so I'm going to throw that in there. Same with the salt. What else? So this is enormous metal cogs. These are kind of used later in the game, but I'm not going to have any need for that, but I can't do nothing anyway with it. Okay. Set the storage for sale. I'll put the gold in storage, magnetized ferrite, ionized cobalt, nanotubes. That I need to put back in the ship. Let me go. All right, this is almost done. All right, we'll add this to what we have in the in the exosuit, and then we'll go ahead and refine that into living slime. Feed this thing a little bit of condensed carbon. I need to start blowing up some bushes and stuff to get my carbon back up. Okay, starship. This, oh wow, that went in my, I want that in there. I'm gonna sell that. Storage, I guess I'll sell that. Storage. Okay. For sale. Storage. And let's see. I'm gonna put this in the starship. Oh, it is in the starship. Okay. Storage. Okay. Starship. I'm gonna put these in storage. Keep these in the starship. Got some copper. No. And might as well pop this thing open, see what we got out of it. Okay. All right, what do we get from this glass that the Sentinels dropped? I guess we'll give that out at the space station. Okay. Storage. Copper in the storage, gold nugget, ion battery, and I think, oh, phosphorus. Okay. So, cool. A little bit better off. 30%. Okay. So, while this stuff's cooking, I'm going to go and get some buried technology. Those floating crystals should have respawned, but either they're too far away from my visor to pick up, or I don't know. No big deal though. I could grab these. I don't really have no use for these things at the moment, but why not? Got some buried technology above the ground. That's pretty convenient. All right, that was a freebie there. Okay, much slime. All right, get the rest of these plants. Gamma root. And that's good for now. Let's grab up a little bit of this stuff. That's funny. Okay, so that's actually closer. Can I get it? Can I get it? No. No. Alright. And then the other one should be a bit closer to us now. Yeah, 119. Okay. And I think like, 30 at a pop is pretty good when it comes to going to the anomaly to trade in your salvage data. Okay, so what does that give us? 34. All right, good to go. Think I'm gonna hit the space station first. So those two things. Hit the anomaly. And then kind of go from there. Not sure. Go ahead and let's throw this in there. No fuel. Okay. Let's see what we got from here. Oh, 35%. Not even close. That thing cooks up that thing gives you oxygen so quick. It's like yeah, I'm rooting there. Don't need that. Okay. Magnetic res. Oh yeah. So I need to go to the anomaly, and I am going to wait for this mold to cook up because I definitely need the nanites to buy the recipe for the quantum computer. Already got the magnetic resonator, that's important, but I gotta have the quantum computer in order to even install this thing. Do I have any other? Nah, I'm not gonna put the weaker refiner in there for sure. And Starship's pretty much maxed out. Uh, yeah, I need a quantum computer. What do I need for the resonator? I might as well make those now while I'm waiting. So they take, okay, ionized cobalt magnetized ferrite. So let's go ahead and we'll burn through our go. Ferrite, copper. Much cheaper using copper. From what I remember, it's but I would need to use this refiner. Okay, so anyway, make some magnetized ferrite here real quick. Okay. With the copper, I would have to add ferrite dust, or ferrite dust. Let me switch this over here. I'm gonna switch this to the portable refiner. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's take the copper and some ferrite powder, ferrite dust, my bad. That'll give us magnetized ferrite at a much better ratio than pure ferrite. It would take two. I mean, we're using two elements anyway, but I'm just going to go this route. I need a bunch of this stuff. Abandoned vessel reach coordinates, okay. Okay. See how far this gets us. Okay, ionized cobalt. Let's just go ahead and make the magnetic resonator. Need 3 of these, I don't know. Okay, I got enough to get that. I just need that computer. Alright. And can I make any more of those? Multi-tool. Need 3. What's this plasma launcher? This... That might be effective enough to take on one of those dissonant, whatever they are, dissonant resonators or something like that. But okay, go ahead and make this working up. I can't make any more because I need more magnetized ferrite. So we'll go ahead and make magnetized ferrite the old-fashioned way, I guess. with fairy dust. So I guess I'll make 200, and then that'll give us 100 magnetized ferrite. All right, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Got 22. All right. So it's like finally at the point where I feel pretty confident with my uranium and pyrite amount in my ship. Now it's just the point of remembering, when you get out of the ship, which I don't remember often. It's just the point of making sure that you put some fuel in the launch thrusters. That way you can summon your ship to you whenever. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. 2, 3. So let's see. What is the order of... Ooh. That got damaged, I guess, in that fight. Okay, let me grab a loom. Yeah, fix that real quick. Oh, that's going to take... you know what? It's not worth fixing that right now. It's more important that I pretty much get this going. Then, yeah. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be hyperdriving anywhere, so... that part taken care of. I'm going to need to buy some more wiring looms, so yeah, it's a good reason to go to the space station. Let's add this. Add this. Okay, yeah, and just pretty much need that quantum computer pretty badly. Alright. I think I'm good to go. Yeah. I'm definitely good to go on nanites. Get this show on the road here. Space station. Space station to the anomaly. And let's get some... let's sell these 2 items we got. Enormous metal cog. And neuroduct. Okay. Might as well sell it. Okay, I'm going to give the Viking effigy to a Viking. Learn a word while I'm here. Vikings. Warrior, okay. And for your efforts, I'll hook you up with a effigy. Alright. Cool. Okay, I need to buy some looms. I got 4. I almost got 5 million. I'm gonna buy 10 of these. Okay. Anomaly. Yeah, quantum computer recipe not known. So it's like reading my mind. I wonder if I'm even eligible at this point for Quicksilver missions. Probably. I'm not going to do any, but okay. Let's go ahead and get up here. That's cool with that technology that I put in the supercharged slot. I think that made a bit of a difference in my jetpack effectiveness. So, okay, quantum computer. So, it would be, yeah, it would be beneficial to be able to make microprocessors. And it's worth it to get that. Okay, and I think that's all that I'm concerned with on that page for this unit. Okay, so I gotta have some sort of weapon in my multi-tool aside from a plasma launcher. So see if I can get a pulse splitter. Oh, do I already have it? Yeah, already have the blueprint. Solar mirror. I'd have to learn how to combat scope. I already got the survey device. Yeah. Opti drill. Hmm. Solar mirror. Maybe I should go learn a solar mirror. This thing is really great. Yeah. I've got a plasma launcher, but I got to open that up in order to get a paralysis mortar. And I got this clip size, fire damage, impact duration, ricochet. So, okay. Get this. And I'm going to get this, even though I freaking got it already. But I think it's worth it to be able to get the paralysis mortar. Then again, I can't use the paralysis mortar without unstable gel, whatever it is. But usually you can get that kind of stuff. You can get that at the space stations a lot of times. So hopefully I can pick up some of that. Solar mirror. Learn that. And I don't know, I think I'm okay on that. Now let's go over here. So I think I needed piping for when I make a mining base. And I do like the wood stuff. Okay, yeah. Need piping. And I need gas extractor. I already got the supply depot, so you know what, this is worth it. Cloaking device. I don't like wires showing up, and when I build my mining bases, I blow big holes deep in the ground to kind of hide the piping in the ground. It's all unnecessary, but you know, it's how I kind of go about it. So now I want to get to the concrete, and I want to grab the triangles. And yeah, I'm not worried about any of this technology right now. Where? Oh, okay. Wow. You know what? Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll just make my mining base totally wood. I don't usually do that, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. And I like having these little timber walls, so it's worth it to buy that just so I can get that. So I can get that, and that, and can I get... These are great. These double and triple window walls, but yeah, they're not practical at the moment. Let me see what I can do with concrete. Okay. Stone floor. And I would like to get the triangle. Where is the big triangle? Right here. Awesome. Cool. So I got the big triangle. The next step would be these. I think I can do this. That's cool. My mining base, usually I use the first level I use concrete, and then I put the wood on with the 2 window panes. Guess I'm not going to be doing the window panes on my mining base with this guy, but at least not my first mining base. Okay, it's no big deal, but okay. 8 data left. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe proximity switch is cool, but if I'm using electromagnetic, it's kind of irrelevant. Most of the time I use proximity switches when I'm stuck with solar, just to save. I think it might make sense to maybe get another storage unit, even though I'm not too close to really filling that one up. I think it's pretty useful. So let's see. Yeah. All right, cool. So this was like pretty major purchases here, and it might make sense to jetpack. Might make sense to see what this is all about here. Under a rebel star or something like that. No. Track a black hole. Install. Visit the life form and locate yourself on the star chart. Life forms in the system should be able to analyze Artemis's chart and pinpoint your location. Visit the life form and locate yourself. Okay. No, it took me to that. There we go. Excited prospect. I don't know. Let's see where the map takes us to. Potential assistance. Okay. Oh, insufficient fuel, huh? Damn it. Oh, wow, 600. What? So that's heading west. I'm not going to run 600U. Just kind of head that way in the Starship. Okay, right here. Let's see where that puts us. Yeah. 260 in. Let me make sure my thrusters are fueled up because I'm going to want to summon this thing to me. Yeah, they're fueled up, but let's add a little more just to be safe. Let's finish off fueling the thruster, and cool, good to go. Okay, this way over freaking mountain. I need to be farming some stuff too, man. Like, I need to farm some ferrite dust, a whole lot actually. Because I got a lot of things I gotta make. Solar mirrors, resonators. So I might just do that after the episode off camera. Just farm a bunch of nonsense like ferrite dust and carbon. Just so I'm not spending time doing that while I'm making the episode. Oh, jeez. Target in range. Was it up top here? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't think I can make it up there, but I can. I can build me a set of steps, for sure. Alright. There we go. Alright. I don't know about this. I think I'll just take the ladder. Right. Yep, another one. Okay. Do I have any... Hey. Trying to talk to you. Significance does not register with the convergence of interest, but not of things. Though the garble of Artemis translator, it is clear that I am yet to make an impact among the Corvex. I need to improve my reputation rank. Do I have any... no, I don't. Not with me, anyway. So, what raise your standing with the Corvex. Raise standing at mission boards. Okay. Yeah. We got... What's this save be? Let me summon my ship here and go see what this save beacon is. Kind of forgot. Oh, I must have forgot to pick it up when I grabbed that starship. Okay, that's fine. Where is it? Okay. Um, cool. So my main mission right now is just to pretty much do a lot of farming for materials so that I can make these solar mirrors, quantum computers, just so I can get this technology working and repaired. And then after that, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, maybe I guess do some Corvex missions to keep moving forward with the Artemis thing, and definitely get go get the Sentinel ship and all that good stuff, and then build a mining base. All right. Okay. Let's see. Multi-tool. Okay. Well, pulse splitter. Definitely putting pulse splitter in a supercharged spot. Oh, deuterium. Okay, so that's pretty simple to make. Actually, I can. Let me go grab. You know what? There's a copper node. I think that's a copper node. And I used all my copper, so let me grab that. Go back, grab the pyrite out of the autonomous mining unit we set on this planet. Go back to the base and do whatever. A lot of mixing and all that kind of good stuff. Make the deuterium, and then that pulse splitter will be on there. And yeah, I'll totally be ready to get this Sentinel ship probably next episode, which is pretty exciting. Okay, wait, there you are. Cool thing about Sentinel ships, and it doesn't even matter if they're like just they could be a class C, right? A bad class. Generally, when you first get one, or it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be your first time, but when you get one, they kind of are as powerful as like an S-class ship that you make from scratch, just because when you do the whole scavenging and you get the 3 items you need and you go build your S-class ship, that S-class ship doesn't come right away with your 4 supercharged slots, right? So, and a lot of times it doesn't have a lot of inventory, whereas like the Sentinel ships usually have a ton of available, I guess you would say, inventory for like putting your technology in, and they usually have a lot of inventory, just general inventory. That's why they're so good, especially like, I guess, before you make a S-class ship. Marked planet. I mean, but ultimately having an S-class ship is much better, but at least at first, Sentinel ships are great because, you can throw all your technology in it. They got a ton of freaking inventory, and they're really cool looking, and they're generally pretty powerful. So it should be a huge upgrade when I do finally get it. Right. Save beacon on this planet. Is this, I'm guessing this is maybe where I got that multi-tool at or something? I don't know. Oh, no, that's... Okay, not worried about that. So I think I'm going to end the video when I get here. So basically when I get here, I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff in the refiner. I'm going to go out and blow up a couple rocks, get a little bit of carbon, do a bunch of just, brain numbing stuff just so that I can have access to my upgrades. And I may just install them so that the next my next fresh start video will be pretty much just straight ahead doing what I plan on doing. Lots of oxygen. So yeah, that was pretty good. I'll get this thing installed. Let's see. Pulse splitter. Definitely get one of the upgrades in there. And probably move some of this stuff around because there's adjacency bonuses and stuff, which maybe we'll get into at a later time. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Just kind of a bunch of random running around, but it's all for making this guy a little bit more powerful. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.